Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from jazzledazzlecrafts.com. Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from jazzledazzlecrafts.com. Always takes me a minute or two to get set up. If you're watching on replay, then you could fast forward the setup process. And as always, I seem to be round the wrong way. Hello, if you're coming on to watch or keep me company, I'm just getting set up. Got cables everywhere. Hi Christine, hope you're well. I need to get this cable out of my way. I think we're round the right way now. Just need to get lined up. Hi Helen, how are you? I'm just going to take the cable out for the moment because I think we're fully charged. Maybe need to make it go up a wee bit. Sorry about this. I'm just back from holidays yesterday. Well, Tuesday, but I'm still dealing with jet lag. I think that's a bit better now, is it? Can you all see? Are you up late, Helen? Well, tell me about up late. I've been up most of the night. Jet lag really kicked in. But I've been missing creating and I've been missing hanging out with all you guys. So if you're watching, say hello. There's more people watching than commenting at the moment. I've got a list of cards and things that I need to make. I'm desperate to just get a bit of card and just stamp, but I kind of need to get a few things under control, so I thought it would be nice to just come on and say hello. Right, so Helen, you're in Australia. Christine, you're in USA. Oh gosh, so in Wisconsin you're even colder than we are here. Ugh. Right, well, I'm going to get started. What I'm doing is I've cut a piece of our Real Red Designer Series. No, that's not. It's a Real Red cardstock. I told you I missed doing this. I can't even get my words out. So I've cut it 14.5 centimetres by 29 centimetres, and I folded it in half. So if you're in the USA and you only use inches, obviously just sort out your own measurements. Somewhere close to a 6 by 6 card I'm doing. I'm just keeping it simple. I've cut a piece of Designer Series paper from, see a silhouette Designer Series paper here? That's just gorgeous. It's from the annual catalogue and it is just beautiful. And my drawer of Designer Series paper is bulging. I've got far too much, so I decided to start using it. I think that's a good idea. I do mostly stamping, so I don't always use my Designer Series paper. So I'm kind of this month going to have a bit of a concentration on using Designer Series paper. But of course, my main love is stamping. So cut this lovely one that looks like, well, I know that they've used sprinkles to make this and then they photographed it. So my idea is that I'm going to stamp on it with Night of Navy and it's going to work. Hi Kay. Well, no, I'm not Kay. I serious jet lag. I was still awake at 5 o'clock this morning. I got up, I woke up at the back of 9 o'clock and kind of got up, but I've really not been very productive, so that's why I've come on, because I thought if I commit myself to make something in front of you all, then I'll get going. I always get jet lag when I fly east. Well, long haul flight anyway. So it was all a bit mixed up because we flew back from Arizona. We flew from Phoenix to Atlanta, then Atlanta to Paris, and then Paris back to Scotland to Edinburgh. So we went through so many time zones you wouldn't believe. So our body clocks don't know where we are. My husband unfortunately went back to work today. I don't go back till tomorrow. And he was still awake at 5 o'clock this morning as well. So goodness knows how he's coping. Yeah, it is a bit of a journey, Kay, but to go via Amsterdam or Paris is about half the price of a direct flight. So that's what we do anyway, because I always feel that I like travelling, so the less I spend on flights, the more flights I can book in the future. So I've cut this piece of designer series paper 14 centimetres by 14 centimetres so that it will layer up on the card like that. So let's stamp on this, because stamping's what I like to do. Now what I'm going to do here is, and what I've realised is I haven't cleaned the stamps properly. I did practice stamping with Night of Navy on a scrap just to make sure it was going to show up on this paper. So, and then of course I've not cleaned it properly, so I don't want to make a mess on my... And I'm totally not organised because I haven't dampened my chamois or anything like that. Do you know, the sensible stuff's not happening today. So just bear with me. If you're watching on replay, please feel free to fast forward. But if you want to hit the live chat button, at least you'll know who I was speaking to and where the conversation was coming from. Well, I'm going to try and hopefully get to sleep. We used loads of lavender oil last night. I had chamomile tea. I had a warm bath. I tried everything that I knew how, but it didn't happen. So I'm pretty sure it will happen tonight. So what I'm trying to do is, using the See a Silhouette, I'm going to be stamping the girl on a swing, and I want it to look like she's swinging from the branch on the tree. But I'm going to kind of make it about there so that I'm going to have room to put a sentiment and an age probably. So let's just play. Let's get this is just to look like a branch of a tree. So I want it to be a bit on the kind of like that. And I'm bringing this, where's my, bear with me, I'll get my magnet to hold my paper in place. So I'm just having my paper the 2 centimetres in. Hi Jamie, nice to have you here. So I don't know if this will, I've got 2 cards to make. I don't know if I'll do them both on the same video, or I might just do this one and then make a coffee and come back, but I'm determined I'm going to do them this afternoon. I am dealing with laundry and cooking, and we did manage to shop yesterday because I'd emptied the freezer and fridge and switched them off before I went away. So now I have just re-inked my Night of Navy. So I don't know whether I should maybe, oh, it does look a bit wet. Oh, to just go with it, Janice, just go with it. Because I kind of want this tree to look silhouette-ish. And that's why I used my Stamparatus for this, because what I should have done was have this further down. I wonder if it's worth doing that to give me a busier tree. No, I'm not. No. Just put it back, Janice, and press harder, because you'll just muck everything up. It might be slightly off because I've moved my paper a bit, but hey, it'll be close enough. So I'm just going to press down here. Oh, hi Karen. Nice to have you here. It's just me rambling and stamping. God, we need to get together for a coffee as soon as you're feeling better. Missed you. For those of you who don't know, Corrie Paper Crafts is Karen, and she's my upline, my team leader. And for various reasons, we've not been able. We do live relatively close to each other, but for various reasons, we haven't met up in ages. I'm just putting more ink on the top of this one and just pressurising. And note to self, next time you're doing a stamp closer, so close to the top, bring the paper down. Right, so I've got my branch now. Why am I moving the magnet? And I'll get another, what do you call it? Where's my bag? I've just got another plate. I'm going to do this one with the other plate, so there I could go on and make another couple of these cards later. So if I leave these set up, she's a bit dangerous because she's her swing. In fact, I'm going to bring it down a wee bit and I'll use my marker pen to join that up. I'm going to bring her there. I want it quite silhouette, so that's, you know, so the Stamparatus will help me to achieve that. And the branch that I just stamped comes from Very Versailles. And I'm using Night of Navy just in case anyone's not sure. So let's just get this girl. I have re-inked my Night of Navy because it's my favourite colour and I use it a lot, but it's a bit juicy, but I think it'll be okay for this since I want a silhouette. I might need to, oh that's okay, that's cool, but I'm going to do it just once more just to make sure it's really quite dark. And then I'll get my Night of Navy marker pen. Well, that's really nice, isn't it? So I'm just going to take my Night of Navy marker pen. I love that branch too. Oh, embossed in silver. Christine, that's a great idea. Right, so I've got the marker pen and I'm just going to try and take the lines of the swing. in real life that is a bit dangerous, having your swing attached to the very end of a branch, but this is a card, it's just my imagination. So I've used the leaf from Very Versailles, a bit stamp heavy this one. The girl on the swing is from Silhouette Scenes. And I'm going to, I think, use the Happy Birthday from Birthday Jubilee. Obviously, you know, I'm not expecting you to buy all these sets if you don't have them. If you want to do this card, I'm sure that you have something else that would do the same job. So if I put Happy Birthday there and turn this plate over, pick up my Happy Birthday. I've put this stamp underneath because it does help when you're inking up. I wonder if I got a bit of paper about. Here's a wee scrap here, just. That's what we do on YouTube, Karen. We enable each other to spend more. Yeah, I think that will be okay. Just a wee bit of light. Let's go for it. I might have a silhouette Happy Birthday, but it won't matter. Oh, it's at the end. Thank goodness I used my Stamparatus. How useful is this Stamparatus? There you go. Now it does look like I've smudged, but I haven't. That was already on the paper. That's the beauty of the sprinkles. I wonder. I want to put keep dreaming or go confidently in the direction of your dreams. No, keep dreaming. The go confidently in the direction of your dreams is a bit deep and meaningful for a 10-year-old, because this birthday card isn't intended for a 10-year-old. No, I'm just going to leave it at Happy Birthday just now. I think that's plenty. I did think about sticking a hot air balloon. Let your dreams soar. That's maybe a bit better for a wee girl. Hi Audrey. See, if you come on at different times, it's amazing that you see different people. This is a clear stamp. This is really stamp set heavy, but just me playing. So will I do that, or will I just get a bird? Oh dear, I can't make up my mind. Do you think I'll just put some birds, or what other insects have I got? Bees, butterflies. Oh, some butterflies. We girl would like butterflies, wouldn't we? Which butterfly then? Now, which ones have we got? Where are my... I hope I'm not boring you while I'm making up my mind what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm going to get butterfly wishes because I do like the butterflies in it very much. Obviously, you know, you would just use what you've got. That, Audrey, I didn't actually use sprinkles. I used Designer Series paper, see a silhouette, and it's one of the sheets in here. I'm determined to use up my designer series paper. This is amazing. It's the one with a honeycomb pattern, and it's been Sprinkles originally, and then they photographed it, so it's fabulous. Look, just fabulous. I just think it's perfect for anyone's birthday card. So what am I thinking? I'm going to put some butterflies around. I've got this wee one. So I'm going to take this out of the Stamparatus and just free stamp a butterfly or two, and then we'll make the card up, and then we'll have a go at another. I need a boy's one for a 2-year-old boy. Look, I've got ink everywhere, but hey, that's me. So a little block. And I'll just stick with the Night of Navy, just so that this won't be quite a silhouette, but it will be close enough. The happy birthday sentiment is from Birthday Jubilee. That's in the January through June mini catalogue. This branch is from Very Versailles, and the little girl on the swing is from Silhouette Scenes, and my butterfly is from Butterfly Wishes. I just didn't want so much. So I'm going to leave this bit because I'm going to put the child's name and age on that, in that space. I won't do that on video because that'll give the game away, wouldn't it? And it's not her birthday till later in the month. So basically that's just about this card. As I already said at the beginning, this is a piece of real red cardstock cut to 29 centimetres by 14.5 and then folded in half, and then this is 14 by 14. So I'm just going to glue now. Glue being challenged a wee bit by my glue since I came back. I've got an order coming on that should arrive on Monday that I just put in on Tuesday night when I got back. Well, when I was in the middle of the night when I was awake. Just put my order in. Maybe just make sure you're putting it the right way up. And I'm just... I always use wet glue for this because then I've got that few minutes to make sure, and then I'll turn it over the other way and rub it with your fingers or the heel of your hand and just make sure that it's made contact all over. There you go. It's kind of how I like to play, is just play with what I've got. What's the point in having a pile of stamp sets and not using them? So, oh, hi Ruth. Nice, easy card. So I also need to make a card for a wee boy who's my great nephew. This one's going to be for my one of my great nieces. I need one for my great nephew who's going to be 2 next week. So again, sticking to my promise to myself that I'm going to use up some of this designer series paper. Now, just bear with me till I get the paper that I had in mind. Why is it not handy? Right, so here I have another almost full pack of Birthday Bonanza Designer Series paper. Now, I don't have the rest of this set. I just have this beautiful paper. I haven't got round it. I think, is it Birthday Bonanza, the stamps? Yeah, it's the stamp set. Let me just get the catalogue to see. I don't have it, but I should have it because it would be so useful. It's in the January-June mini. Let's see if I can find it for you. Because I can't show you it, but I think you would agree with me, right, that this would be very useful. I do you know, mostly I do use, there's the Birthday Jubilee one. It has beautiful dies, that one, but I don't have the dies, but might have to, I'm not sure. But this one, I haven't got round to getting the stamp set, but this is such fun, really fun, and it's got dies, it's got a nice tag die, it's got bunting, you can cut out the koala, the lion and the toucan, and it's got lovely sentiments. I'm not quite sure what that round one is, or maybe for a balloon, I'm not sure, but anyway, loads there, and this one from the catalogue is fun. The koalas stamped and cut out with the die, and then one of them's upside down. That's really nice. So I have no idea what I'm doing here, no idea whatsoever. So let's just see. I'm going to have a look through this. I've got an idea of fussy cutting, or because I don't, as I say, I don't have the rest of the set, and I've got this idea of fussy cutting or punching some of this out. So I'll let you have a quick look. So there's this one with candles. It's fine, which is great for any card. I think I used that one. This paper I did use the other week when I did this card with the meerkats. I used the candles as the background, and then I used the colours to dictate what colours I was stamping with, to keep my palette a wee bit tighter. So I have used that, but I think that's all I've used from this set. These koalas are cute, aren't they? So are the lions. So I wonder, balloons, background, parcels. I'm just thinking, what can I punch out with? So I say, I haven't prepped this at all in my head. Let me see what the 2-inch punch can do. So I don't know what the background's going to be, but let's see what we can punch out with the 2-inch punch first. So if I go into the toucan paper, oh look, there you go. He can come out. I do like the 2-inch circle punch with the starburst punch are just fantastic for getting things out of designer series paper. So there we've got a toucan. Let's see if we can get a koala in here. I like the ones with the party hats. Let's see if we can. Not near this edge either, so I'm going to have to trim a bit here. But don't worry, I'll use it for something. There's my trimmer. There isn't. I don't think the balloon guy, well, he's kind of a, no, I want this guy with I'm going for party hats, I think, because there's a line with a party hat as well. So let's just trim this wee bit here. I'm sure if I just take a little bit, and I'll be able to use that for something else. Let's see. Hi Tina. I hope I've not missed anyone. Well, I hope I'm not boring you all half to death as well. Just trying to place that. Right, there's a toucan, a koala. Let's find a lion. I'm going to put this paper out of the way because it's kind of getting on my nerves now. Right, no, that one's too close, I think. Wonder if this one, if we can get this one here. Yay, don't have to trim this paper. Right, so I've got 1, 2, 3. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I've got some Bermuda Bay, because I think this paper would make a nice backing. I'm keeping this simple, so I'm looking for some Bermuda Bay. I think, is it Bermuda Bay that's in here? Where's my catalogue gone? Maybe it's not. If you look, I don't still have the packaging, but if I go back to the catalogue, well, it's saying Coastal Cabana, but to me Coastal Cabana is just a bit lighter than it's got Bermuda Bay, it's right, Bermuda Bay. There's the colours that are in. I do have this Daffodil Delight ribbon as well. Yeah, I'm needing you to get back filming, Karen. I need to make a 3D item, and of course, as you know, when I need to make a 3D item, I need to case you. So I need you to get filming again. Right. So we have, I do a card base here. I'm out of thick Whisper White, so I'm just thinking this would work on a Whisper White base, and we can just scatter these about, and I'll have the wee guy's name and age on it too, and a happy birthday I'll need as well. So let's just see what happens. I need Bermuda Bay card. Bear with me, folks. As I say, I never rehearsed this. Didn't even think about it in my head before. It just decided it needed to be done. But I have found my folder that has Bermuda Bay, so I'll be with you in a moment. Going to actually change this up. I'm not going to use a bought card base. I'm going to make my own card base. So fast forward if this bit's boring for you. So I'm going to cut this to, I don't know if that's a wee flaw. I think it's a wee flaw on the card. So I'll make that be on the front. Well, I'll be able to cut it off, I don't know. Yeah, I can cut it off. Even better. Right, 14.5. This is the Coastal Cabana that I'm cutting the card base out of. And then I'm lazy and don't want to pull the arm out, so if I score at 14.5, move my score along to 14 point. Oh no, that's not so easy, is it? Right. Fold it. Corrie does have a YouTube channel, Corrie Paper Crafts does, Karen, and she's already got some really nice projects on there. She's really makes gorgeous boxes, and she's taught me so much about box making. Put the scorer back there and then just cut at 14.5. I don't have a lot of free space on my desk, so doing it that way works for me. So there you go, 14.5 square base card. I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay and I'm going to cut a 14. I'm just doing this in 5. I don't normally do 4, but my head isn't really here today, so we'll just go with 14. So if you don't already subscribe to Corrie Paper Crafts, pop over to Karen's channel and give her a bit of love and encourage her to start filming again, because we miss her. Just various life things happen, and sometimes we have to put some things on back burner. And then I'm going to cut this at 13.5. If you just click on Corrie Paper Crafts in the chat, it'll take you to our channel. If you, also, who else has got a channel that's on here today? Artful Stamping with Ruth and Helen Wilson. So if you don't already subscribe to these ladies, please go and have a look. When I'm finished making my card though. Stay with me just now. I'm just tidying my scraps away and trying to find my... Where is my Starburst Punch? This is a Starburst Punch, and yeah. Square cards I usually do for family stuff. A6 usually for samples in class. But sometimes we do a square card in class, and I've just bitten myself with that punch. That wasn't good, but never mind. And now I'm just making a mess, which is great. I like making a mess. Right, so let's just glue these layers down so that we can kind of see where we're going. I'm not going to put ribbon on this card because it's for a little boy who's going to be 2. My gorgeous wee great nephew. I think it's next week, so we'll get this. Now I don't usually do it this way. I usually put the designer series paper onto the matting layer, but I forgot. So there you go. Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay. Yeah, Helen is my Australian friend. Do you know who else is on here that has a channel? Jamie. Jamie Magrich. I can't say that. Magrich. Jamie, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. But Jamie has a great channel too. So check out Jamie, Helen, Artful Stamping, who is Ruth. Oh, it is Artful Stamping with Ruth. And Corrie Paper Crafts. Anyone else on here that has a channel, give us a shout out. People can come and follow you. Get some great ideas. We all have different styles, which is good. Now I've cut that to 13.5, but you know, 13 instead of, what have I done? That side is 13.5. That side is 13, so let's just make it 13 all the way through. Right, so let's go. This is kind of a style that I use a lot. It's just mat and layer some designer series paper and then just add bits. I like to keep it easy. Kind of my own style. But then, you know, your own style changes a lot as you go. But there you go. Mine changes quite a lot by watching others. And then I want to have a go at what they're doing. So I'm just going to glue these on. Because I don't have the stamp set, it just shows you don't have to have everything. You still make successful cards with some cardstock and a pack of designer series paper. No, yeah, but you can yeah, you're allowed to leave for a minute, but like you say, most of us have got more than one device. Right, I'm trying to use this glue. Now it worked a minute ago. Ruth, every time I do this, I think of your video on Saturday with your daughter. I'm not even going to discuss it here, but if you have a look at Ruth's channel, she made a lovely card with her daughter using the host set, the little ladybug, this set. And she and her daughter made one, and during that Ruth ungunked some glue and made a statement that made me laugh so loud. Also makes me go, ugh. It's not working though for me. I did yesterday, I got the same results as you yesterday. See, it wants to come. I can't unhear it now, Ruth. It just doesn't want to come out. I've got new glue coming on. I think it's going to come Monday. It's shipped today, my order, so right. Ah, here we go. Oh, there's lots of, see, because I've been on holiday. I could use the other end, you're right, Ruth, but do you know what? I'm determined. I don't like to give up. See? It's free flowing now. Stop it, Ruth, stop it. Oh, now I've got all that gunk. So as you see how perfect that 2-inch circle sits there. I will need my glue rubber in a wee while. Right, we've got a lion. Oops. We've got a toucan. Oh, that's not good. I made it slip while I was rubbing it. That's not good. And I hadn't used much of my designer series paper, but those of you who do use it more frequently may have scraps that you could do this with. I'm not quite sure how am I going to put what happy birthday am I going to use? Am I going to use the same one? That one that I used in the last card? Why not? Just look, I've got far too much out on my desk. I'm thinking, what other one have I got what other nice happy birthday have we got? I don't have a lot. Trying to think what other ones have got happy birthday in them that would work with this. No, the happy birthday to you one is too stylised for a wee boy. That's a nice thank you, but it's not a nice happy birthday. What have we got? That's too fussy. I'm just going to go with the same happy birthday. I'm just checking one more. Yeah, just stick with what you get. Right, so what if I just put happy birthday, if I make trying to think, and I'll need a number 2. So I have in Make a Difference, wherever it is. Does anybody know where my Make a Difference stamp set is? Nope, I'll have to do that later because I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. And what I was trying to think was actually, if I do another white one here and I can put Danny and 2 on that circle, and then I could have the happy birthday as a banner across the middle. Right. I don't mind fussing with these wee. Let me just cut. I had some white DSP here, so let me just cut a punch a 2-inch circle here. And get my Bermuda Bay ink. Where have we got 2? The numbers are here on this end. Now, I do have a problem with this set because I've lost my N, so I can't do Danny with those letters because I need 2 N's, and unless... Oh no, it's not the N I've lost, it's the V. Oh, that's okay. It's not okay, it's frustrating, but what about... Right, let's have a go. Not sure if this will work. We need to put the D on first, don't we? Because it's big. Sorry, because I hadn't planned this, it's taken me a wee bit longer. So let's get the D. A, B, C, D. Well, there's the D. I've got a 2. I need A. And I need Y. Now, where is the Y? Here's the Y. Now you have to think about this a little bit before you start stamping with your letters, because especially if you're doing it on a straight bit of card, but in this case we're not. So let's find my little this one and get my D. I'll do the D first. Doesn't look like a D, does it? It does that way. See if you get it the right way round, you're laughing. Okay. It's funny because I love watching when Ruth is working things out, but when I'm trying to do it, I kind of wonder if I'm boring everybody. But I don't get bored watching other people thinking things through. I'm just thinking I might just put Danny on here and put the number 2 on one of the figures. I don't know. Or maybe put that everywhere. So I'm going to put D there. I'm just using a block here so that I don't lose any more letters. I'm quite relieved to see it's the V that I've lost. And sorry to anyone who's got a V in their name, but I would use that less. Yeah, but I love watching you working it out, Ruth. So I'm kind of hoping that people don't mind me doing it too. D, A, I do this taking one letter at a time. I'm just going to look at, I need to look at it. I hope you can still see what I'm doing. N, N. It's all to one side, but you know, we'll decorate it a bit and it will not be so obvious. Just taking your time with these letters. Oh, you're very kind, Jamie. We like watching you too. Have you thought of doing a live, Jamie? Danny. Now, I wonder what I could decorate that with. What's a wee boy? I don't have any sets with candles or anything. What else are wee boy things? The alphabet sets are really good, but you just have to take your time and be careful. But they're so useful when you want to write something, you know, that's not on a sentiment or a stamp. I'm trying, I think, here, and I'm not doing very well. Something. It's hi Lorna, I didn't know you were here. Glad to have you here. Make a Difference, this one. Make a Difference is fabulous. Do like it. I'm just going to put... Yeah, I could, I suppose, but it'd be a bit clarty. I'm going to leave that just now till I think about it. Yeah, these ones have got wee stars, so I wonder... I was wondering if I could bring it down onto a smaller circle, but I don't think I have 2 inch. What would be, have I got a 1.5? No, that's going to be too small. Actually, it might not be. Whew. Right, there's an easy way to do this, and Janice is doing it the hard way. Bear with me till I get a post-it note. Oh, I need somebody to come and tidy up for me. I need a craft room porter, do you know, like a kitchen porter. Right, just put a bit of post-it note on here just to see if this would fit, and then I could have a wee border around. What would, you know? I just think it was a bit lost on that big white circle. And then let's see what the backing papers are here. Sorry, I'm away from my desk and not sharing here. Bear with me. Parcels, stripies, ice creams. That's on the back of the candles one. Or on the back of here are wee stars. But that's just introducing another colour. I'm not needing any more colours in here. Everything's dropping everywhere. Anybody want to come and clean up my craft room? Or half my bed. It's not really a craft room, it's half my bedroom. Or rather half our bedroom, as my husband keeps reminding me. His too. I'm just going to, do you know what, I'm just going to take a 2-inch circle randomly out of this one, and it'll just give me a bit of background, because it's got all the animals in there. And I need a bit of Bermuda Bay, which is handily on the floor. And do you know where I put my Starburst punch? Because I can't see it. Here it is. Sticking with the theme. Still not done happy birthday. But yay, that'll work for me anyway. Right, I'll take the bit of post-it note off. And where's the glue that we made work? We'll see if it still works. I've got my wee glue jar somewhere, but I don't know where right at the moment. Right, Danny. And then oh Lorna. I left it relatively tidy, but then of course you come back, you unpack. I had taken a couple of craft card kits with me, although I did complete one, but not the other one. Sorry, this is taking me too long. Right, so we've got animals. Now stamp a 2 on there, that's what I'm going to do. Where is... Yeah, I've got the number 2 here. And the ink. I'm nearly ready. I just have to do happy birthday and we'll be done. Right, so I'm just going to put a 2 there. And then I'm going to put a 2 on koala. And a 2 on the lion. These bibs are just made for that number. Now, Toucan hasn't got a bib, but we'll just put a 2 there. So Danny will be able to recognise his own number. And then we need a happy birthday, and where have I put the birthday jubilee? The stamp is on the stamparatus, isn't it? Where's the stamparatus? Here it is. Okay, so I had popped my stamparatus on the bed. And the magnet, I bought a tin of pencils which I'm going to use to do some kind of 3D item, because the pencils have got cacti and succulents on. Hi Esther, I'm just rambling. I made a couple of cards. I'm just finishing one off just now, but you're welcome. So all you guys that are already on, Esther also has just joined us. She also has a fabulous YouTube channel, so if you don't already subscribe to Esther, go and have a look. Right, so I'm going to take this plate off. I'm wondering, I'm thinking, no, that's too far along there. Oh no, I was going to do it on card, wasn't I? Right, come on Janice, get your act together. And I had Whisper White. Now I'm getting ridiculous because I've misplaced that Whisper White. I'll get another scrap. I know where my scraps are. I'm just lazy because I had this out, so I wonder if I should just, I think I'll use Night of Navy to make the happy birthday, because it'll stand out a bit more. Right, I'm not using magnet, I'm just quickly stamping that down. Probably should have used the magnet because it has moved a bit. There you go. It's a bit gloopy because I have just inked my Night of Navy, but it's okay. I'm going to go with it. I'm not sure. I don't think a 2-year-old's going to get too prissy about that. Now I need to, whatever mess I was in, I'm in a worse one now. So next half hour will have to be tidy up. Love this little guillotine. If you're not already a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would suggest this is a great reason to sign up, because if you sign up just now, you can get this free. I'm just trying to leave the space kind of even on both sides. I'm going to make this into a bit of a banner, I think. I think. You don't need to measure, you can just eyeball, because this is just fab. Right, so where are we going with this? Where are my circles? Yay! I think we're all right now. This is going in the post, so I'm not going to use too much. So I've just used dimensionals for this and put these ones on flat. So I'm just going to cut banner tails in here, and if I can find my scissors, yep, I found them. So there's maybe just a bit more here, but do you know what? I'm just going to leave it. So I do this eyeball, I just snip a little bit up like that, roughly in the middle. Cut that triangle out and then cut up from the corner to the end of my wee snip on the other side. You are Lorna, but I would sign up again because no, you missed your chance to buy Lorna. We were able to buy it before it went live to new recruits. I'm hoping it's going to come back. It's the handiest wee guillotine I've ever had. Lives on my desk, along with loads of other things, but hey. Right, so just let's quickly put this together. I'm hoping you're liking the idea of just using designer series paper mostly to make a card. Check through your scraps. You might find some nice wee bits that you can punch out with this. You know, the 2-inch punch, particularly with the Starburst one, I find is really useful in a lot of things. I mean, you could fussy cut these out, but life's too short sometimes. There you go, and I hope nobody's died of boredom while they've been watching me, but I have managed to achieve my goal, which was to have a chat with some of you, have a bit of company. I've missed my lives. I did put out some recorded videos while I was away, and while I do appreciate people watched them and commented on them, didn't get the same amount of watches as a live gets. So I'm back to doing lives. What I'm trying to do is get to be able to do live straight on to YouTube. At the moment I'm having to use an app to go live. I am over 2,500 watch minutes in the last 12-month period. I need to get that up to 4,000 watch minutes. So do you know what, even if you're bored with what I'm doing, if you just leave my video running silently in the background, honestly that would help me. I know that sounds a bit daft, but it would. So I'm just putting this on as a banner across the middle, and it says everything it needs to say. I could ink, I could fancy this up and I could ink the edges, etc. But sometimes just keep it simple. So there you go. Happy birthday, Danny, too. That's what it needs to say, and it's got some gorgeous little figures there. And I'm happy with that. I hope you're okay with it too. I've made a fine old mess. I think it's another cup of coffee and a tidy up. And might come on later on and do some stamping, see what some of the other girls are doing tonight, see what happens. But anyway, I think I've been on for rather a while, but we have managed to catch up with each other a bit and make 2 nice birthday cards. This one is for Layla, who's going to be 10. It's nae boring. Well, that's it. Sometimes you can just do something else and listen in the background, and then you kind of got, when you're busy. I craft along when I watch all my other friends doing their videos, maybe not crafting the same as they are, or sometimes I just take the opportunity to tidy up my desk and do some planning and things. So anyway, so the two things I'm working on just now are moving on. I am a silver demonstrator just now, which means I am building a team and I'm building my sales and, you know, becoming a bit of a leader. And in this later this year, Stampin' Up are putting on a training for silver elite demonstrators, which, I mean, to get to that, it's actually in New Orleans, and I need to qualify by the end of May. So I'm just putting it out there, you know, that every bit of support that I can get from my customers, either sign up with me or keep putting your orders in, and I will keep rewarding you for your orders. Just keep supporting me on YouTube as well, by letting me ramble on while you're doing something else, because Christine, give it a go. Are you a demonstrator too, Christine? Give it a go. Honestly, you won't regret it. The stamping community are so very supportive, and certainly, you know, all the people that are here today, we would certainly all come and have a look at what you're doing and support you. You know, you have to start somewhere. Don't overthink it. Just get in there and do it. People like watching people crafting. So anyway, and to be honest, it's good to see people make a mistake and see how they deal with it. There's always a way to fix everything. Anyway, I really am rambling now. I'm going to go. I'll probably come back on later if I find my desk again. I may come back in the evening. But we'll see. I've so missed you all, but I better go and tidy up and do a few household chores. See y'all later. Now, this is a bit because I'm using a third-party streaming thing. I always forget how to switch it off. So let's see if I can switch it off without drama.